Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis. We'll also be discussing the latest with the average cycle and when we're expected to go parabolic. We'll also be discussing Max Kaiser's response in regarding to Trump Coin and their decentralized platform, which officially goes live tomorrow on Monday. We'll also be discussing crypto millionaire loses $43 million in an Ethereum Bitcoin trading bet, as well as FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried demands a new trial, says the judge presumed guilt and derided him in front of the jury. We'll also be discussing Fundstrat's Thomas Lee forecasts a multi-week market rally, says investors could be pretty confident over the next year. Also, speaking of bullish price predictions, Bitcoin set for a 3-month historic rally as analysts eye that $92,000 Bitcoin price target. Also, Bitcoin ticking time bomb set up targets for $150,000 in the coming months. I'll be breaking this down for you. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much more in today's show. Welcome, crypto fam. Happy Sunday, fun day. JV is live and in the flesh. I'm going to be streaming for the next couple of hours. I'm live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your cats, hide your dogs. You've been warned. Shout out everyone in the live chat. Sailing, fishing, shooting adventures. Good to have you here, brother. I know you're tuning in from South Africa. Shout out all the members of the stream, especially my Hodl Gang fam, MicroStrategy fam. And if you don't know, you can become a member of the channel for less than 10 cents per day. You know what I mean? If you want to support the stream. Shout out Dankness. Good to see you, brother. Shout out Greg, Satwise, Janks. We got a lot of OGs in the building. Always an honor. Shout out Barry BTC. What's poppin'? Live, loud, and clear. Love to hear it. I just spent a couple of hours in the pool with my little one, and it was pretty fun. I just got back in time. Preach, JB. Shout out Rich and Mary Jane. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. You already know. I'm asking Santa for a pair of Max Orange sneakers for Christmas. Those are pretty lit. Bitcoin Orange, eh? Shout out Mark. Hey, JV, and a happy Sunday fun day. You already know, church is in session, preaching the holy gospel of Satoshi as we do each and every day. And, of course, I appreciate all the reposts. I'm going to be checking the stream. Thank you, JC Ice, the one and only Oracle, just reposted ya. We got Tokens Magazine, Charlene, assassination attack on Trump on golf course. Wait, is there something new going on? I don't know if that's breaking news, but that's what she wrote. That's wild if there was another attempt. I'm going to pin the stream over on X at the top of the profile. That way you guys can find it easily. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Pin to the top of the profile. There we go. So yeah, so when you go to my X account, it's going to look like this. At the very top of the profile, you're going to notice the live stream. If you can heart it, repost it, or comment, I'll repost your comment or your quote, and I'll shout you out, and I'll follow you back. It helps a lot. We'll try to get as many people on the stream today as we can. Thank you, Dankness, for the disclaimer. Much appreciated. This is not financial advice. The information provided is from recent news articles for entertainment and discussion only. Always do your own research before investing in crypto. Sage. A pour or a pond, or pool or a pond. The pond would be good for you. Chevy Chase. Wow. I was just in the pool. I understand there's probably chlorine in that mofo, but I just took a shower before the stream, so I should be okay. Happy sass. I got a little sun. I got a little color today. We need 60 G's. I know we're so close. We're like on the cusp. We get above it. We drop below it. 60 is clearly the line in the sand for this cycle, so it's wild. I think if we can break above 61, clear sailing, no pun intended, to price discovery mode, which is 73.8, but we shall soon see. So yeah, enjoy the theme music.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day. Maybe I need a life. But Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome, fam, to the stream. Good to see a lot of familiar faces in here. Shout out Diana Jones. Shout out Heidi. Salute. What's up, JV? South Africa representing. Jack Ace, welcome to the stream. I have dry powder waiting for the dip back to 55, says Bone Daddy. Do you guys think the bottom is in? Trump safe after a gunshot at his golf course? So this just really happened. Wow. So another failed assassination attempt on Mr. Trump. What time did this just happen? That's wild. Super wild. We got a lot from many people here from South Africa, Africa representing. And I'm checking the feed now. Thank you, Dankness. Just reposted your brother. I appreciate the repost. He put Crypto News is here. You damn right. Captain Milo, watch the best live crypto news channel, hands down. Thank you, brother. Just reposted. Statwise Jenks, we got a Bitcoin OG here. The fun just started. Bitcoin YouTube live chat fam, get in here. Get in where you fit in. Amen. Shout out Joe Braber. Let's go. Wall Street Journal says shooting near Trump's golf course. He was in the vicinity, but he is safe. So allegedly there is another assassination attempt on Trump. That's freaking crazy. Wow, here it is. Suspect detained after fleeing in an SUV from the Trump golf course. Thank you, Charlene, for posting. I'm reading the story because this just happened. A suspect with a firearm fled the SUV after the Secret Service opened fire near Trump's golf course. The individual was later detained in a nearby county. Wow, that's freaking crazy. Crazy. Thank you for sharing, Charlene. Bitcoin's hardest working podcaster. Thank you, Ronan Crash. I appreciate it, brother. 7365. Church is in session. You already know. But that's wild. Yeah, I'm letting all that digest right now. So another assassination attempt on Trump. Jesus. Wow. Okay. So it shows around 2 p.m. So it was a couple hours ago. Today, right now, is 4 p.m. We're live and in the flesh. Happy 420 fam. We got 300 people already on the stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. A lot of news to share. Apparently, again, we just shared breaking news. Another attempt on Trump's life is trending here on my X account. I'm checking the feed right now. So yeah, keep me posted with what's going on that. And welcome everybody. Greg says Bitcoin closed Friday at 61.1. This week should bring some excitement. The FOMC Fed chairman meet Tuesday. Okay, that's coming up. And the market street expects at least a 0.25% cut. Let's go. Wow, safe haven also in South Africa. A lot of fam here. Shots fired at Trump at around 2. Wow. He was on the 5th hole of the course. Unbelievable. DT equals bulletproof. Pretty much. Shout out Boz Dragon. Hello, JV. Hope you're well. I'm doing well. It was an AK-47. The subject is safe. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Kind of getting out of hand. Wouldn't you say? JV, YouTube is losing viewers to X, it seems. Precisely. We know the censorship is wild around election season, and I've been struggling on YouTube myself. It seems, I mean, we used to be able to get thousands of people on our YouTube streams. Now it's like capped at 200. It seems impossible. However, we get thousands of people on X, so I'm not complaining. So what we lost on YouTube, we make up for on X. That's why we stream now on X, Rumble, and YouTube. You get the best of both worlds. Secret Service was actually doing their job. Crazy. Last time it seemed it was an inside job with the Secret Service, but I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of information that will be leaking here. That's crazy to even contemplate another attempt. Jesus. Can't the man just play some golf, for Christ's sake?
Bitcoin, 60 G's, 60 G's. Buying opportunity for fifth level sexy G's. What do you think, JV?
Yeah, so today's kombucha, we got rosemary, mint, sage in the green tea. So you know how I love that rosemary, especially the rosemary JC sent me. But yeah, 60 G's, let's go.
Oh, the biddy, who cares about a roaring kitty? Boring kitty, not me. I'm for the bitty. I'm for the nippinator. I'm for Nipsey, not for the weirdo Kit Kat kitty cat. The kitty cat.
Thank you for the comment. 4, he wrote, there are rumors that Coinbase is writing IOUs to BlackRock. I covered that yesterday. That's correct. I don't know the implications in this, but I suspect the big old squeeze coming in that case. Price go up. Amen. Just reposted, brother. Thank you for that. And I appreciate everyone on the repost. You guys can see the pod's already blowing up on X. Thank God for X. I mean, we got 14 hearts already, 10 reposts. We'll have thousands of people on X before the end of the stream. So keep the comments flowing. Much appreciated. Secret Service fired shots at the gunman, but they didn't shoot him? It's kind of odd. Yes, that wise, life is getting in the way and the crab market was boring. I'm back for the bull. Let's go. But yeah, yo, wild times. Very wild times we're living in. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, very important, smash the likes, make sure to subscribe, then hit that sexy bell icon. Do it for Nipsey. Turn on all notifications. That way you get notified each and every day when I go live. Today is pod episode number 1759. I'm your host, JV. It's September 15th, 2024. Let's get it crack-a-lackin' with our market watch. As you can see on Coin360, Bitcoin barely above 60,000. We love to see it back in the green. We have Ether, Solana, XRP all correcting and in the red. Checking out coinmarketcap.com. Current crypto market cap sits at $2.09 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap sits at $1.183 trillion, which is an 11-11 omen, as 8 plus 3 is 11. If you don't know, now you know. JV was born in 83, and I was born on the 11th, so hey, I'll take it. But anyways, Bitcoin dominance at 56.7% on the rise. Ether dominance still on the decline at 13.7%, the lowest we've seen the Ethereum dominance in years. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. CKB up 16%, SU 11%, and Celestia 10%. Below that, Phantom, Beam, and Say. Let me know which alts, if any, you're bullish on for the bull. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the daily. I'd say 80% of the market in the red. And zooming out on the monthly, I'd say roughly 80% of the market in the green. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index today, we're finally back neutral at a 51. Last week was a 29, and last month a 27 in fear. And checking out the time chain calendar, we have 188 blocks, 1,000 that is, to go until the next halving, scheduled to take place April 2028. And we're currently on block number 861,471. And you can currently trade $1 for 1,667 Satoshis. Obviously, the higher the Bitcoin price goes up, you're going to get less and less sats, so stack accordingly. Now, welcome everyone. We have breaking news. Another assassination attempt on Trump just came down the wire. Keep me posted as details start being released. CNN reports indicate that the Secret Service also engaged in an exchange. They missed again. CNN had some balls to write that. Jesus. IOUs equal security. Perhaps Gensler will have some more fun. Perhaps. Marmot 60 G's. Zebek Network has the low market cap. Still a great chart, says the Aquarius. I'm a fellow Aquarius. Shout out all my Aquarius fam. Welcome, everyone. CNN confirms the second assassination attempt. So there you go. 1759, strong like a bull. It happened in Palm Beach. Jesus. Yeah, is this man, it seems like public enemy number one here. Where's Flavor Flav and Chuck D?
In the sats, stack the sats. Ain't no thing, baby, it's a chance to stack those sats.
A chance to stack those bitties.
Chance to stack those bitties.
And ironic, as tomorrow Trump's DeFi platform officially launches, we'll be discussing Max Kaiser's feedback on that here in a minute. Happy 420 family. Shout out Dankness, my homie.
Baby, you never heard about me with another coin. Bitcoin.
Here's another update from Charlene. Trump says, there were gunshots in my vicinity, but before rumors start spiraling out of control, I wanted you to hear this first. I am safe and well. Nothing will slow me down. I will never surrender. I will always love you for supporting me. Unity, peace, make America great again. So there's a quote coming directly from Trump, which Charlene shared, which Mario in the fall shared. So there's a little update. Thank you, Charlene. Appreciate the update. There is no second best. That's right, Marcus. I just reposted your comment. Much, much appreciated. Here's more footage of the Secret Service at the golf club. Looks like a mess. Ton of, obviously, police vehicles in the vicinity. So a lot going on there. The Secret Service was not doing their job, says Charlene. He should have been able to get so close and open fire. Shouldn't have been able to get so close and open fire on Trump International Golf Course. So do you guys think it could have been another inside job back to back? What do you guys think? Always a good show. Free Ross. Amen. Free Ross. I agree. Yesterday, I think, was Ross's 11th year being incarcerated since he's been locked up for the Silk Road. Thank you, Edward Jordan. I just reposted your comment. Anyone who reposts my stream will get reposted, and I'll follow you back and shout you out. And yes, happy 420. It's that time. Thank you guys for all the support. And keep the whatever news is coming in on Trump as it's breaking. Let me know, and I'll be reading it throughout the entire stream. Spread the word. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. We already got 500 people on the live stream. Next, we're going to tap into today's Bitcoin technical analysis and check out some of the live charts. So let's go ahead and do that. Police discovered a backpack containing an AK-47 and a GoPro. Jesus. Crazy. So, yeah, let's dive into our next story. Headline here reads, can Bitcoin price overcome the 60,000 double breakout zone? Let's discuss it. Then I'll pull up the live charts. Bitcoin's quickly flipping traders bullish as the Bitcoin price action continues to hold 60 Gs, up 9% week to date as of September 15th, and prime for a bullish momentum. The Bitcoin price indicators form the pretext for fresh Bitcoin price optimism on the short time frames this week after a troublesome period testing support. The one-day Bitcoin charts now reclaiming key levels as depicted by both the Ikimoku cloud and the RSI as outlined here in the chart. The results were uploaded to X by the Titan of crypto. Bitcoin has reclaimed the Tenken Kijun and pushed back above the Kumu cloud and has confirmed alongside the Ikimoku chart. There you have it. Ikimoku is a classic analysis tool whose signals have accompanied the Bitcoin bull run through the past 18 months and is also setting up a resistance retest on the weekly time frame. Data from TradingView here confirms a reclaim of the same two Ikimoku trend lines, which is now in play. And this is the 1 week chart, which you're looking at. And continuing, Titan of crypto referenced the daily RSI reclaiming the all-important 50 mark, something also in the process of completion on the weekly time frame. Quoting him here, at the same time, the RSI, which is the relative strength index, has broken through a multi-month trend line. So if confirmed, bullish momentum could follow in the coming days. Let me know if you are bullish. Now, positive perspectives of the Bitcoin price potential currently revolve around the macroeconomic trend changes. A key example is due September 18th. I believe that's this Tuesday in the form of a presumed interest rate cut by the U.S. Federal Reserve, or actually it might be Wednesday. The size of this is the topic of debate, but markets have long ascribed 100% odds of officials lowering the highest rates in nearly a quarter century. Now, in its latest circular, trading firm QCP suggests preparing for complementary scenarios. Quoting them here, despite some short-term uncertainty and potential drawdowns, we still favor locking in yields ahead of the rate cut and positioning for the bullish scenario. And before I pull up some of the live charts and other news, I just want to point this out. The average Bitcoin cycle starts 170 days after the halving and peaks 480 days after the halving. We're currently only 147 days after the Bitcoin halving, which ultimately means historically we're 23 days out before the parabola, a parabolic run up, which would more than likely take place October, fourth quarter, as I've been calling. And quoting Max Kaiser off the back of Eric Trump putting crypto is the future, I am all in. And as you know, there's a big launch for their decentralized finance platform tomorrow. So here's what Max says. Trump coin WLFI token is mathematically guaranteed to shit the bed against Bitcoin within 24 months. Trump is at step 1 of 5 on the Bitcoin learning curve. This will set the United States back years and deals them a serious blow at any hope of catching Bitcoin country, El Salvador. And that was off the back of this news from CoinDesk, a whopping 70% of Trump-backed World Liberty financial tokens will be reserved for the project insiders. Yikes. Of the remaining 30% of the tokens distributed via a public sale, the founding team will also receive a portion of the proceeds. Not a good look. I think Max is right. That's my opinion. Let me know your opinion, family. And checking out some of the live charts here. You're looking at the 1 hour. Let me switch up the scenery so it's cleaner for you. You should be able to see here, we're floating around 59.8 on Coinbase, brought to you via TradingView. A lot of targets, a lot of hype here. We got a bullish pennant breakout. We got a rising wedge. We do have a blue target sitting all the way at 63.9, just shy of 64,000. And we do have a target all the way down at 59,200. And again, we're currently at 59.8. Let me know where you feel will likely go next. And zooming out, we'll get a broader perspective on the 4 hour. You can see here there's a bullish pennant, a lot of bullish targets. The bullish pennant target is sitting at roughly 62, and then we have a very green target sitting up at 65.5, which is another bullish pennant. And yeah, a lot of bullishness. I think these charts are lit right now. So I think this is going to be a pretty bullish week. Let's check out the daily. This is the daily chart you see yesterday, or actually it was Friday. We had a big green candle, but over the weekend, we've just been pretty much consolidating a little bit. We do have a target sitting all the way down at 47.7, which you need to know on your radar. And zooming out a little more, we'll check out the 1 week, which has the sexy cup and handle pattern sitting all the way at 100 and just shy of 125,000. I think we hit that sometime in the fourth quarter here this year. Let me know your thoughts on that. And we'll check out the 1 month really quick. No particular targets here, but as you can see, it's been sideways past few months, which are typically bearish. But as we enter the fourth quarter, again, I think things are about to get lit. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And welcome everyone joining the stream. We had breaking news, which we kicked the show off with another assassination attempt on Trump while he was playing golf. Police discovered a backpack containing an AK-47 and a GoPro. I think the bull run is over, says Comey. The powers that want us as slaves don't want him to make it to the election. The Oracle says Secret Service spotted a bus individual on the course where Trump was playing and opened fire when they saw what appeared to be the barrel of a gun. Greg says Bitcoin is autonomous, decentralized, limited supply, unhackable, immutable, globally accepted, and transacted in minutes. Pile on. Thank Judson, I would be careful calling the Oracle, and even if you don't like CNN, she is just making sure the muse is correct for y'all. The news, that is right, and that's disrespectful, and you got to consider she is also a moderator. Disrespecting a mod is no different from disrespecting anyone else, any of the other mods, or even me as the host. So we got to keep it cordial and respect one another, because that will probably get you. You know what I mean? Judson, yep, so 100%. Car surrounded, not sure whether suspects in custody. Greg says Bitcoin historic quarterly performance, Q3, 4% median, Q4, 68% median. So if history rhymes or repeats, then end of the year, 800, or you're saying 88,000 minimum. Ultimately, a new all-time high. Price discovery is sitting at 73.8, which we tapped all the way back in mid-March. You know what I mean? Craziness here in the markets.
My mind on my Bitcoin.
And my Bitcoin on my mind. 60 G's, a buying opportunity. Shout out Giovanni Crispino. Check out JV. I appreciate that, brother. Just reposted you. Shout out Happy Hodler. When we save in Bitcoin, life gets cheaper. Are you stacking the Satoshis? Well said, brother. Just reposted you. Shout out JM Morales. Robert Villela, 60 G's, baby. Just reposted you. Lots of reposts. Greatly appreciate you guys. You're amazing. Keep the comments flowing. We already got over 700 people on the stream. Red Wave Press. Trump was the intended target of the gunman. The gunman was outside of the course, but within a firing range of the president. It's crazy. 100,000 by Christmas. Hey, I'm all for that. I think we can do $150. Why not?
Bitcoin. But I don't sweat it because it's just pathetic to let it get me involved in that.
And don't forget, family, we also have a live poll up. I want to know when 100 G's. Fourth quarter of this year, first quarter next year, second quarter next year, or third, fourth quarter next year. Please participate in the poll, which is up on the tube. And towards the end of the stream, we'll end the poll, read the results. He made it to I-95 before they arrested him. He is in custody. Well, at least they get to question him. The downside is when obviously they unalive them and then they get no answers. So I'm anxious to see. If I was Trump, I'd want to be the guy asking the questions. I'd be like, yo, let me get in there. Like Reservoir Dogs style, if you know what I mean. You hear what I'm saying? Can you hear what I'm saying? Now, I'm familiar with I-95, obviously, Florida. Aloha. Shout out Chris Robinson. Welcome to the stream, brother. Craziness in the news today. I mean, another assassination attempt on Trump. Lots going on in the markets. Bitcoin's maintaining around this 60,000 level. Let's see what this week does. Let's see if we can continue marching towards price discovery. A well-tuned AK can reach out to the well over 400 meters and hit a pie plate repeatedly like 30x. The shooter equals Suka. What does that mean? Sucka's pop? Oh, yeah. I know what the POS means. I gotcha, Greg. Welcome, everyone, join the stream. Let's continue with the news. We just shared the latest TA. Now let's continue and keep me posted, family, what's coming in regarding the Trump assassination attempt, which just occurred 2 hours ago. I guess I was in the pool. I didn't even know it was happening until I went live and you guys told me. Next headline here reads, crypto millionaire loses $43 million in an Ethereum Bitcoin trading bet. Haven't read the details of the story, so let's check this one out. Crypto millionaire James Fickle has suffered losses exceeding 43 milli since January 10th. Damn. As his debt on the decentralized lending platform Aave surged to 132 million. Jesus. Fickle, an early Ethereum investor and founder of longevity research firm Amaranth Foundation, lost 43 million by essentially betting on Ethereum's price against Bitcoin. Oh my God. I can't believe someone would do that, but Jesus. Based on the millionaire's 2024 investments, Fickle expected the Ether price to rise against Bitcoin when he first borrowed 172 million worth of wrapped Bitcoin on January 10th, according to the post by Look On Chain, quoting them here. From January 10th to July 1st, he borrowed 3,061 wrapped Bitcoin, 172 million from Aave, which is a decentralized lending platform, and exchanged it for 56,455 ETH at a rate of 0.05. Since August 7th, he spent 12 million USDC to buy 211 wrapped Bitcoin and exchange 16,000 ETH for 671 wrapped Bitcoin at 0.042 to repay the debt on Aave. So from my understanding, it looks like he just bet on the fact that Ethereum would outpace Bitcoin, and the opposite occurred. Bitcoin's been outpacing Ethereum, and now the Ethereum dominance, as I pointed out in the Market Watch, is all the way down to like 13.7%, which is the lowest I ever recall even seeing it, which is crazy. And as Look On to Chain, points out here. So since the start of the year, Ethereum has underperformed compared to Bitcoin. And according to Binance data, the Ethereum price relative to Bitcoin has dropped by more than 24% year to date and over 9% in the past month. Things are not looking good for Ethereum in comparison to Bitcoin right now. I'm not surprised, but apparently hit this trader by surprise. Fickle has 123 million Aave debt. Damn. Fickle's debt on the decentralized lending platform Aave reached over 132 million worth of wrapped Bitcoin as of September 14th, according to the bank data. Sounds like he got greedy. He couldn't have just been a holder of the crypto. He's like, I'm going to bet against it with some leverage trading and we're going to get rich. And what happened? Lesson learned. His increasing debt stems from his earlier belief that Ethereum would outperform Bitcoin. Stupid bet. By borrowing Bitcoin to purchase Ether, he effectively took a short position on Bitcoin. Stupid. Anyone shorting Bitcoin? Stupid. However, as Ether's price dropped relative to the biddy, his strategy resulted in losses. Common sense. Fickle was known for investing $400,000 into Ether when it was only 80 cents. Easy come, easy go. I've heard that term before. Now, the continuous outflows from the U.S. Ether ETFs are contributing to Ether's sluggish price action. Not a good look. The ETH ETFs have recorded a cumulative 581 million worth of negative net outflows since they debuted for trading July 23rd. Grayscale's ETF accounted for the majority, or over 2.7 billion worth of net outflows, according to Farside investor data, as outlined here. Investors anticipated a significant price increase from the launch of the Ether ETFs. Womp womp. And for Bitcoin, ETFs accounted for about 75% of the new investment in the crypto. And by February 15th, it surpassed the 50,000 mark. Let's freaking go. Yeah, I think it was actually, because my birthday was February 11th. Shout out my fellow Aquarius. I think it was February 12th, the day after my birthday, we tapped 50 G's. But anyways, silly bet. Anyone shorting Bitcoin? I mean, obviously you don't get Bitcoin, but sucks to be him. But then again, he got Ethereum at 80 cents. He should have just counted his blessings, put it all into Bitcoin, but instead, no, Ethereum's going to outpace Bitcoin. Let me make a bet. Not going so well for that guy. He should have invested into the biddies. Exactly my sentiment, Dankness. Exactly my sentiment. This guardian angel is a busy one. You talking about the one protecting Trump? Floki, 1 cent, gonna make people rich, says ITA. President Trump is safe following gunshots in the vicinity. No further details at the time, said Stephen Chang, Trump campaign communications director. Ethereum is dead, says Statwise. The rest of all the turn next to DeFi evolves as network layers on top of the Bitcoin because this is the way. Amen, Statwise. Respect. Why does Google voice typing continue to suck so badly, except when you don't want to listen to you? I'm convinced we get the dumbed down version. Welcome to America. It does seem to be that way sometimes.
Sell on the dip crowd, sell on the dip crowd, dip sell, dope sell, no sell, no.
Shout out Boss 33. Crypto News Alerts is live. That's right. Just reposted your brother. Appreciate it. And thanks again, Giovanni. The rest of the fam. You're going to notice the stream pinned at the top of X. YouTube algorithm shows Crypto News Alerts no love, so we need your support on X. All you got to do is hit the heart, repost it. Our heart to repost ratio is godly. So I appreciate the support. We got 21 hearts already, 17 reposts. You're going to notice pinned at the top of the stream or the profile. And if anyone who reposts it with a quote or just comments it, I'll repost it. And then the algorithm loves that. And by the end of the show, we'll have thousands of people on. So I appreciate that, family. And I'll also follow you back, shout you out. So it's a win-win. Yes, you got to be a total newbie to short Bitcoin during a bull run. Well, what's sad is he's not even a newbie. If he got Ethereum at 80 cents, he's like an OG. Just put his faith in the wrong crypto, apparently. ETH lose, why? VB, centralized and limited supply. Exactly. They switched their protocol. They can roll back the ledger. No one trusts it. I think that's the bigger picture. Yeah, I mean, where Bitcoin, we know there is a 21 million finite limited supply. Well, guess what? With Ethereum, right now, go to CoinMarketCap and look at the max supply of Ethereum. Infinity sign. You can't even make this ish up. Pretty wild, right? Fed pump coming this week. My bags are locked and loaded. Bitcoin price exploding.
Bitcoin sell. I'm no sellout. Bitcoin. Roger out. Roger out.
Already 1,000 people on the stream. You guys are amazing. Let's continue with the news and keep me posted, fam, with the latest with the Trump failed assassination attempt on the golf course. Took me by surprise. I was out living my best life at the pool with my little one. I came here, started the stream, and you guys are like, yo, another assassination attempt. Crazy. Let's discuss actually the SBF appeal. His lawyer is appealing the more recent charges, his felony charges. Obviously, he got sentenced to 25 years in prison. So here's the latest with SBF. Then we'll dive into the latest from Fundstrat's Thomas Lee. Then we'll discuss the bullishness, 92,000 target, as well as 150,000 target prediction for the coming months. And then we'll dive into our live Q&A, and we'll go from there. Welcome, everyone, join the stream. Headline reads, FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried demands a new trial, says the judge presumed guilt, and I don't know if that's derided or derided him in front of the jury, whatever that means. But anyways, disgraced FTX founder SBF is calling for a new trial, alleging everyone, including the presiding judge, had already presumed his guilt before his legal battle even started. In a new filing with the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit, lawyers for Bankman-Fried say their client witnessed nothing but one-sided rulings throughout the trial presided by Judge Lewis Kaplan. According to the lawyers, Judge Kaplan even ridiculed Bankman-Fried in front of the jury. Quoting him here, throughout the proceedings, the district court made little pretense of objectivity or even-handedness, ultimately saying the judge was biased. In addition to eviscerating, that's a strong word, which means to rip the guts from the inside of something. Bankman-Fried's defenses, the judge repeatedly made biting comments, undermining the defense and defense counsel, even deriding the defendant's own testimony during the preview hearing in front of the jury. Now, the lawyers also say that the trial was far from fair after everyone had assumed Bankman-Fried's guilt. Poor guy. Quoting them here, fair trial principles were swept away in a sentence-first verdict. Afterwards, tsunami, as everyone rushed to judgment following FTX collapse. Bankman-Fried was never presumed innocent. He was presumed guilty. Before he was even charged, he was presumed guilty by the media. Hey, I remember the media all sticking up for him. I don't recall that. Before he was even charged, he was presumed guilty by the media. He was presumed guilty by the FTX debtor estate and its lawyers. He was presumed guilty by federal prosecutors eager for quick headlines. And he was presumed guilty by the judge who presided over his trial. I don't know about it. I think he's reaching there. But anyways, Sam Bankman-Fried is now asking the court to remand the case for a new trial before a different judge. I guess a judge that is friends with his parents, probably, for all we know, allegedly. On March 28th, Judge Kaplan sentenced Bankman-Fried to 25 years in prison and 3 years of supervised release for facilitating a scheme, not just a scheme, the largest financial scheme in the history of schemes, that siphoned over $8 billion in FTX customer funds to his trading firm, Alameda Research. He also ordered the 32-year-old to pay $11 billion in forfeiture. And in April, Bankman-Fried filed an appeal in an effort to overturn his conviction and sentence. So there you go, yo. That's the latest with the Bankman-Fried. I think also later this month is the sentencing of Caroline Ellison, so we'll be keeping you posted. Let me know. I mean, my spider senses, my 2 Satoshis have been telling me I think that guy is going to get pardoned because of who he is. his parents and who they're connected to, and the fact they were colluding allegedly with even the chairman of the SEC. I don't trust anybody in that circle. So who really knows? I mean, they could win the appeal and reverse the sentence and get him out of jail, or Biden can just say, he's a good guy. He donated so much to the Democratic Party. We're going to pardon him. And the president does have the power to pardon whoever they want. The same way Trump says if he gets elected on day one, he said he'll fire Gary Gensler, who was allegedly colluding with Bankman-Fried behind closed doors. And he also says he'll free Ross. So there you go, yo. Explosive teams are standing by. Are there also explosives on the golf course? It never ends. Madoff won 1/10 of the FTX fraud. Life and died behind bars. Well said, Greg. Well said. If there wasn't evidence, he wouldn't have gotten a guilty verdict. I mean, how much more evidence did you need? He was running the show. Crazy, right? It's crazy. It is wild. Wild, I say. But yeah, also remember, fam, there's a live poll up on the tube. So for you watching on X, I know we got 1,200 people on the stream, over 1,000 on X. Remember, if you can visit the YouTube link, the show is cryptonewsalerts.net. And let me know in the poll when you think we'll hit 100 G's.
It's red panty night when you sign to find me, eh? Back at home with your wife.
And you guys watched UFC last night. Wasn't that the craziest arena ever? I think it's called the Sphere. That was mind-boggling. Let me know if you guys watched those fights.
It's a celebration. People are always saying about the talk, and I talk, and I talk, and I talk.
But guess what? I back it up. I back it up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 Sass Commandments.
Oh, right on, Short Coin. Keep us posted. Any of the updates with what's going on over there. Sounds like total chaos, which is crazy. Another assassination attempt. The car is on the side of the road on I-95. The suspect didn't fire, apparently, and the gunman didn't get off any shots. He was within range of Trump, but the Secret Service engaged before shooting. Well, happy to hear Secret Service did something this time. Are we being set up, conditioned for a pardon that is coming? I think so, Joseph. In my humble opinion. Ishcoin may never hit 100,000 exchange rate, says Tony. Crazy. The fights were blacked out at the casino. What do you mean they were blacked out? You're talking about last night's UFC fights? Wonder why they would do that. I mean, I watched it from home on the pay-per-view. I was up till 2 a.m. Unfortunately, the main fights were actually horrible. It was the pre-fights that were actually pretty lit last night. And even Canelo fought last night. He won decision. So there was a big fight night last night. But anyways, welcome everyone joining the stream. We got 1,200 people here live and in the flesh. Remember to repost over on X. Anyone who comments or reposts will get reposted. Why not 100 million target? Why not? That's Michael Saylor's target. Mr. T. Cape Cod Crypto News Alerts is the go-to channel for the latest crypto news. Check it out. And also consider supporting John Deaton for the Senate. Fire Elizabeth Warren. Amen. Thank you, Cape Cod. Just reposted you, brother. Appreciate the repost. And I am following you. Short Coin, let's go. Just reposted your Short Coin. Shout out Short Coin. Adam Taylor, Fun Day with JV. Church is in session. Amen. Just reposted your brother. Class is in session with the best crypto alpha. Thank you, LT. Just reposted your broski. We appreciate all the reposts. Let's see how many thousand people we can get on this stream. Big breaking news. Another Trump assassination attempt at the golf course. The shooter got over the country line and the police are holding him until the Secret Service get him. Right on. Yeah, they put the curtains up, so only the people who bet against them were allowed. That's so sus. I only went to see the Canelo fight. Right on, Tony. I hate the fact it cost me $1.37 for 1 USDC. Explain that one to me, DNA Noonan. Why does it cost so much? The fees? Is that like an exchange fee? Because that's crazy. $1.37 for 1 USDC. That's like, 37% charge? At this point, Bitcoin is a circle jerk, says T. Only Sailor is buying. Bullshit. OGs getting out as they pressure from their wives. Funny comment, but I agree to disagree. I'm sure some people are getting out, but overall, I mean, the whales are stacking sats. The charts don't lie, and the data doesn't lie. And right now, there's so many metrics that are bullish. We already looked at the live chart, so You already know. 1,200 viewers. Shout out everyone on the stream. I hate the fact it cost me $1. Yeah, why? Is that just a 37% fee on your exchange, or what's going on there? But anyways, let's continue with the news. Next headline. Here's the latest with what's happening with Fundstrat's Thomas Lee. Fundstrat's Tom Lee forecasts a multi-week market rally. Says investors going to be pretty confident over the next year. Is that Batman? Looks something like it. Fundstrat's Tom Lee is anticipating several weeks of good performance for the stock market following this week's FOMC meeting, I think takes place Wednesday. In the new interview on CNBC, Lee says while investors are cautious about markets due to the uncertainty surrounding the upcoming U.S. election, economic data is nonetheless leaning in favor of the risk assets. The veteran investor predicts that after the FOMC meeting, which is expected to conclude with at least a 0.25% basis point rate cut, the markets will continue to trade well for multiple weeks afterwards. That's right. Quoting him here, I think if viewers are sort of confused, I think that's what the next 8 weeks are going to be like until Election Day, November 5th. I think it is a very challenging period because no one can have conviction until they really know who's in the White House. But there are some positive supports coming into play, and this week is the Fed meeting. We know the Fed is going to make some cuts, and with the inflation data being supportive and the labor markets needing some support, I think it is going to give the markets some confidence. So I think we do kind of trade well into the meeting and maybe even the week or two after. Lee also says that historically markets for risk assets not only do well after the rate cuts when there is not in a recession, but also after the presidential election. The strategist believes that the market should still rally no matter who wins the election in November. And speaking of the election, who will win? Will it be Trump or Harris? Let me know, fam. Quoting him again, I think in the near term, we're losing visibility. And when you don't have visibility, people get scared and sit on their hands. But over the next 12 months, I think investors should be pretty confident. When the Fed has cut the rates while in a soft landing or no landing, the win ratio or the market's higher, 6, 9, 12 months later is almost 100%. And we also know post-election markets almost always rally. So the November, December looks pretty good. I think the policies of both candidates are good enough for the markets to do well next year. So I think we might have turbulence now, but it looks pretty good after that. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Fundstrat's Thomas Lee, and I'll read your comments out loud. Welcome everyone joining the stream. We're live on X, we're live on Rumble, we're live on YouTube. Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your cats, hide your dogs. And be careful, Trump. Again, another assassination attempt. Keep me posted, fam. Yeah, the curtain's up. Crazy. 150 yards away from Trump, the same as the Butler shooting. Interesting. For $1, the exchange is $1.37. That's insane. Why would anyone use it? Why is that? It's supposed to be 1-1, no? So let me know what I'm missing, DNA. He's Charlie Lee's brother, a mega Bitcoiner. So for CDN, $100, I guess $73. Yeah, why is it so off? Did it get depegged from the dollar? Trump had no choice but to win with all these attempts to get rid of him. Here I thought RFK Jr. was going to be the one being shot at. Hey now. And as you know, RFK Jr. is endorsing Trump.
We've been climbing, aim for $1 million climaxing, never stopping. Bitcoin is rising. We already hit 67.
And thank you guys for the repost. Again, I'm going to be checking my X feed throughout the entire stream. Anyone who reposts with a comment or a quote is getting reposted. Shout it out, and I'll follow you back. Tink Train, I appreciate it. I am following you. JV and CNA, the best Bitcoin news source out there. If you only listen. Appreciate it, brother. What about if you watch? Am I still the best? Bitstack P, Fun Day Sunday with the CNA. Come hang with JV. Thank you, Bitstack. I appreciate that, brother. Just reposted you. Fit in, peoples. That's right. Get in where you fit in. DNA Noonan, I don't know how I was not following you, but now I'm following you. And I just reposted you, brother. Thank you. And that goes for anyone else as well. Say you don't know what you're talking about without saying you don't know what you're talking about, says Marcus Roth. In response to the other guy about saying Saylor was the only one buying. Exactly. I got to repost that one, brother. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, keep the comments flowing. It's always appreciated. I'm going to be streaming at least for the next hour. We're going to do like an hour live Q&A segment, uncensored as well, so we can talk our ish. You know what I mean? Trump, yep. What up, JV? I made it. How's it going, my dude? Good to have you, brother. Appreciate the repost. Bitstack P. They really want Trump gone. Ask Short Coin. A $1 trillion Bitcoin sale. Watch this. Why do you think they want him gone, Shoddy? That's a good question. Very good question, yo. Let me know. Keep the comments flowing. We already got 1,400 people on the stream. Now let's get into our bullish targets of the day. We got a $92,000 target and $150,000 target. Let's break these babies down. This headline here reads, Bitcoin set for 3-month historic rally as analysts' eyes 92 G's, baby. That's right. After several months of downward movement, Bitcoin may be poised for a 3-month rally, with some analysts predicting a breakout above 92 G's. Bitcoin's price could be on the brink of a 3-month rally based on historical post-halving chart patterns. Bitcoin recently tested a key support level on the weekly chart, which could set up a rally for 90 G's, according to Titan of Crypto, quoting him here. In previous cycles, when the price retested the 50-week simple moving average, it bounced, come on, bounce. At least 40% on average. The bounce was 71%. If Bitcoin rallies 71% from here, it could reach 92 G's, baby, as outlined here in the 1-week chart. Bitcoin recovered above 60,000, the psychological mark, September 14th, for the first time since August 30th. Bitcoin price is over on a 3-month downtrend, during which it fell over 9%, according to Bitstamp data, as outlined here. There's a 3-month chart. Now, September has historically been a month of poor performance. They usually refer to it as September, but can we turn this September into a September? That's my question for you. So yeah, average returns are negative almost 5% historically in September's, just so you know. However, Bitcoin price has historically rallied for 3 consecutive months after the September downtrend. So October, November, December, Q4, historically extremely bullish. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, Bitcoin averages almost 23% returns for October, 47% for October, historically the second best month for the Bitcoin price, and 5.5% average monthly returns for December. So we add all that up, 23%, 47, 40, 50, 60, I don't know, something like 80% gains, send it. And during the previous Bitcoin halving year 2020, the price rose over 27% in October and over 42% in November in a 6-month rally that lasted until March of 2021. That's right. Now, the current correction could be the last potential buying opportunity before the next leg up. According to Trader Mags, who shared here, Bitcoin gives 3 chances to buy before it goes parabolic. The last is right after the halving. This could be your last chance to buy the biddy. Cheap. Before it goes parabolic. You have been warned, family, because we already know where the Bitcoin price is heading. I predict Q4 fireworks. 150 G's, send it. Synonymous on-chain analyst, checkmate, also pointed out the Bitcoin's positioning in the exact way it did during the previous 2 bull cycles, as he outlines here. Bitcoin is in the exact same spot as the last 2 cycles since the low. I prefer the cycle low. Comparison to the most, as it describes the psychological time it takes for the investors to recover from the bear market, and is according to Check on Chain Performance. However, Bitcoin's anxiety stage threatens more potential September downside ahead of the next leg up, which could be catalyzed by the next Federal Reserve meeting on September 18th. All I gotta say is this: buck the Fed. Anyways, deep state is a possibility, says Dankness, but why do they want him gone? I think it's because he would be for freedom of us United States plebs, referring to the Trump assassination attempt. For those who missed it, right when we kicked off the show, we talked about breaking news around 2:00 p.m. Eastern. Here today, Trump was golfing, doing his thing, and there was a person that allegedly opened fire, in which they detain. So peeps will sell over 100,000. Too many inflation bills to pay, says GW. What's with Bitcoiners and charts only? I really want crypto to be successful, but I don't want to bank on speculative pump based on Bitcoin. There are too many sectors for crypto for it to fall, says Tony. CNA is the OG source for the Bitcoin live chat community that started other successful shows. The YouTube Bitcoin shows up for many of these shows, but it started here. Respects that wise, and that means a lot coming from an OG such as yourself. I know you've been around for a very long time, a cycle before I even got involved, so respect. Tony says people and institutions need to be swapping fiat into Bitcoin for the pump. I don't see it. I think something crazier could happen. Maybe Grayscale or someone obtain an XRP ETF, then a later country. There's only one crypto, says Greg, Bitcoin. All other the S coins depend upon it. Build their CBDC off of it, says Tony. I am buying $15 worth of the biddy right now. Shout out Aaron Wilcox. That's the beauty of the biddy. 1 Bitcoin is divided by 100 million Satoshis, so you can literally buy $1 if you wanted. which is cool. So it means everyone can buy Bitcoin. Again, what do we say? You can get over 1,600 Satoshis for $1. Stack accordingly, fam.
7K, and now we're in.
Cheers.
Up, at that 69 speed G spot, rocket taking off. Everybody knows it's the magic spot. Watch how it goes when we hit.
Cheers, Marcus Roth. I'll be back for the post. Amen. So T wrote back, we'll only go down from here. Whales control it. Governments won't let it go up. They turned the coin base off. They did like in March. Appreciate the comments, by the way. Keep the comments flowing. So I'm going to read comments for a moment before we dive into our feature story of the day, discuss $150,000 target, and then we'll do like an hour of Q&A, and you guys can ask me anything you want. Right now, we're streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I see we got over 1,500 people, so thank you guys for the support. Always much appreciated. Florida Bureau of Investigations has the shooter. I hope they don't release him to the feds. I know, right? I want Trump to show up and question him, Reservoir Dog style. You know what I'm saying? If there was an assassination attempt on me, I want to talk to the guy. You feel me? Okay, great answer, XRP. The worst performing top 10 market cap-ish coin ever. Don't get me going on XRP. I'll shred you. You've been warned, says Greg. I love it. Tony responds, Greg, Bitcoin is the ish coin. Tell me where the utility is. Even a country, El Salvador, used it as their CBDC and it didn't pump. Details didn't pump. It is so where the utility will carry us. I'm looking forward to Greg's response. Get the popcorn. Anyways, welcome everyone joining the stream. Good to have you guys here. Keep the comments flowing. Things are heating up here in the chat, if you can't tell. But let's dive into our feature story of the day. Eh? Give me a second. I'm going to get another sip of the clear mind. I got to clear my mind. We're going to be lighting some sage, special sage, with the sweet grass in a little bit. Stay tuned. This is a fresh one here from the Oracle, the one and only. JV, I agree. I would want to talk to the guy. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. In the beginning, it was Max and Stacy and Tone Bays were YouTube Bitcoin pioneers. That's right. Max and Stacy are the OGs because they started in 2010. They started broadcasting it internationally via the Kaiser Report in 2011. Bitcoin was like around $1. So they're true OGs. Michael Saylor didn't come on board till like 2020. First publicly traded company, put a biddy on the balance sheet. Now they just are making billion-dollar buys like it ain't no thing. How'd the shooter get so close to Trump again? Things that make you go, for real. But anyways, keep the comments flowing, family. I see we got over 1,500 people on the live stream. That's pretty amazing. And we're just getting started. Now for our feature story of the day. Bitcoin is a ticking time bomb. Boom. Setting up targets for $150,000 months away. Let's break this baby down. And welcome again, anyone just joining the stream. Bitcoin is flashing signals that may indicate an explosive move to the 150 range by the first quarter 2025. Bitcoin's recent price action shows a confluence of technical indicators aligning with a breakout. The most notable pattern forming on the charts is the cup and handle, a classic technical formation suggesting a bullish continuation. This pattern features a rounded bottom cup in a subsequent consolidation phase, which is the handle. The handle's formation signals a period of consolidation, often preceding a major bullish breakout. Now, in Bitcoin's case, the cup began forming after its peak in late 2021, with a handle currently taking shape as the crypto oscillates between 65 and 69 G's, baby, at that resistance level as outlined here on the weekly chart. Now, obviously, I already shared with you the live weekly chart. We have a roughly $125,000 target. The cup and handle pattern resolves when the price breaks above the neckline resistance and, as a technical rule, rises by as much as the maximum distance between the neckline and the cup's lowest point. Now, in the biddy case, the distance between the cup's bottom, which is around 15,000, and the resistance at its rim near 65 G's is approximately 50,000. So by projecting the distance upward from the breakout point, independent analysts Elja suggests a target range of 110 Gs to 130,000 for Bitcoin in early 2025. A series of indicators highlighted by synonymous analyst Neste points to an impending move to add weight to the cup and handle bullish setup. For instance, Bitcoin's weekly Bollinger Bands width indicator has been contracting since June. Technically, a contracting BBW. Bollinger Bandwidth family suggests low volatility in the markets, which historically have preceded the major price movements. Meanwhile, momentum oscillators such as the stochastic RSI, which is the relative strength index, indicate oversold conditions, as outlined right here. The analyst further highlights the crypto greed and fear index, which sits in fear territory. Historically, periods of extreme fear precede some of Bitcoin's most explosive upward moves, indicating oversold conditions and waning selling pressure. Also, we have the macroeconomic backdrops adding further weight to the bullish setup. A rise in global liquidity index suggests an influx of capital into risk assets like Bitcoin. This surge in liquidity, combined with Bitcoin's tightening price action described by Neste as a ticking time bomb, creates a scenario where a potential breakout could occur, particularly as the market enters October and November. And you already know how I personally feel. I think fourth quarter, absolutely new all-time high. I think we can hit 125,000 target that is currently on the weekly chart. Easy peasy, the cup and handle. 150 would be more like it. Now, I think we still hit the cycle peak next year. I don't think we peak out this year because historically, history shows us it's always the year after the halving. This is the fourth halving event. The first halving occurred in 2012. And in 2013, cycle peak. Next halving occurred in 2016. And in 2017, the year JV first discovered Bitcoin, we had a cycle peak, almost 20 Gs. And then, like clockwork, we had another halving in 2020. It was the following year in 2021. In November, we hit the all-time high, right? That was $69,000. And in my humble opinion, if we didn't have Scam Bankman-Fried and Terra Luna's Do Kwon and whoever, all the malicious folk out there in the industry, I think we could have hit 100,000 that cycle. And that was purely driven off of retail. This time, things are different. We just had a halving, and for the first time in Bitcoin history, pre-halving, we hit an all-time high, right? Also, this is purely institutional. Previous cycle was driven purely off of retail. I don't think the retail joined the party until we hit the all-time high. Maybe not even until we hit 100,000. That's just the psychology of humans. They love to be a part of something, especially an investment class like Bitcoin, when it's so high. Meanwhile, they don't care about it when it's like low, right? When you couldn't give Bitcoin away for free in the beginning, nobody wanted it. But when it's $100,000, mark my words, your grandmother will be lined up. I need some Bitcoin. Show me the way. But let me know your predictions, family. I'm going to do my best to read as many of the comments as I can. I see we got 1,600 people already here. Welcome to the Q&A segment of the live stream. If you want to interact in the live chat, all you got to do is visit the YouTube channel, cryptonewsalerts.net. We appreciate the support. Let's get it. Something to me feels like the biddy is about to crack off. I feel like I don't have enough. I hope I am wrong because I want to keep stacking, but something feels different. I agree there. Tony is only a 450 million% inception for 15 years. Bitcoin, that is. Decentralized limited supply. Unhackable, immutable, irrefutable, uncensorable, XRP. Pre-mined, unlimited, centralized. I'm digging the comments here. Great Alpha. Tony responds to Greg. How does it achieve the US dollar pair? Oil country dumping billions of their dinars or whatever it is. It can happen, just trying to see how it becomes the new petrodollar. Some for energy. 50% or more held by Ripple Labs and early insiders, says Greg. Hello, family. Totally late, but I am in for the rumble. Shout out Crypto Surge. You heard. Welcome, brother. Secret Service engaged first. The shooter didn't get off a shot. But did Secret Service not shoot him? They said they detained him, so I'm curious. I was only listening, no watching, honest. Right on, Ricky. 58-year-old male. Wow, he was 58 this time, not a young kid. Please, people, like the channel. Thank you, Safe Haven. It does help out tremendously. You got to like the channel. Subscribe for Nipsey. If not for me, do it for Nipsey. How did we hit the all-time high last cycle if retail didn't join until the all-time high? I didn't say that. I was just saying previous cycle was driven off of retail because there was no institutional adoption yet. The ETFs didn't go live until January 11th of this year. So all the movement we've been seeing in the cycle this year has been off of the ETFs. BlackRock did 20 billion or so in volume, and I don't believe the retail have even joined the party yet. That was my point. Joe Buttle, I mean, this is a nice way, but we need to get way past the 60G Bitcoin song. We need a 70G song. Oh, Chandy already hooked up a 70G song. Do I have it here? Yeah, thank you.
Bitcoin is no maybe, baby. Bitcoin is no maybe, baby. 70 G's to the moon. Lunar landing. See you there soon. They ain't like us. We got thrust.
So yeah, we already have a 70G song, fam. It's just we happen to be stuck at 60 for so long. We play the 60Gs one every day. My uncle taught me how to buy what? On the Silk Road back in 2021-ish. I used it then. I probably have a couple of sitting that I have no access to for years. I wonder how much I had. Wow. Nipsey is a bad mofo. Damn straight. Aaron Wilcox. Preach. They are showing a picture, but they aren't sure if it's the suspect. How do they not sure if it's the suspect? What kind of clown world are we living in?
70 G's, 2024, let the Bitcoin rain pour.
And again, thank you guys for all the reposts. Bitcoin for All over on X says, get the word. I just reposted you back. Bluebird, Bitcoin to infinity. Amen. Just reposted your family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. T wrote, this time I believe we'll hit the ceiling at 69 forever. I think that's pure insanity, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Marcus wrote, BlackRock is currently buying every day along with many other institutions. Bitcoin is global. Nothing has ever outperformed Bitcoin, and there has been people like you talking dumb BS for years. And I just reposted that. Thank you. But I appreciate you. I mean, this is great. Alex Jones just did an emergency broadcast. Secret Service confirmed second assassination attempt on Trump in Florida. Alex Jones is live on air right now. Shout out Alex Jones. Been hearing this stuff for years, still waiting for that to happen. The funny cause I can go make a purchase on Coinbase right now, but I don't trust these exchanges anyways. Not your keys, not your crypto. Well said. Not your keys, not your coins. You got to be very careful out there. 100% with you on that. Greg says, just remember, Ripple Labs offered a remittance and cross-border transaction platform also. It can use XRP as a native token, but not required. Oh, if XRP is used, it is privatized, non-exchange. Cop your Bitcoin merch. Thank you. We do have a merch store. It can be found at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. Let's go. Deep history. Who was the co-founder and lead dev of Mt. Gox? The very guy that got 10 billion XRP and dumped systematically for years. Trust nope. You talking about Jeb? Is it Jeb McCaleb? Is that the guy? Let me know if that's correct. The man's social media is filled with recruiting people to go fight for the Ukraine. I guess this is in regards to the, again, my whole feed is all about this another assassination attempt on Trump, so I'm just looking through. Vivek says, oh, that's old. RFK, what's going on here? Pick of the man in custody after the attempt on Donald Trump in West Palm Beach. This man is 58 years old. I don't have a name yet. I don't know how accurate any of this is. Again, this is all trending right now because it just happened. So that may or may not be the man. I don't know. Crazy. Y'all need to help me figure out the peer-to-peer swapping. I trust the exchanges personally, says Tony. Tim Poole wrote, did he really just post this after someone tried to kill Trump again? Someone wrote, extreme MAGA Republicans are the party of a national abortion ban on Trump's project. We must stop them. Wow. Anthony Pompliano posted, wow, 40% of all U.S. homeowners are now mortgage-free. This is an all-time high. That's interesting data. President Trump's round the golf was not on any public schedule. How did the suspect know Trump was golfing here today? How did he get a semi-automatic rifle and so close to the president? So yeah, considering we're talking about the assassination attempt and we know how censorship is, let's move the show over to the uncensored version of the pod on X and Rumble, which ultimately means if you're watching on YouTube right now, we're going to end the YouTube stream, but we're going to continue with the show for the next hour on X and Rumble. So if you're on X watching, you're good. If you're on Rumble watching, you're good. But if you're on YouTube, you're not good. But first, let me end the poll. We do have a poll up. I asked, when will Bitcoin likely hit 100,000? Let's end the poll, read the results, and then we'll switch it over to the uncensored version of the podcast. It should be popping up any second, family. The shooter, goes by, what does that say? Pito de Burro. What does that mean, Mexica Huddle? Let's get ready to wumbo. Mono. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Let me know. Let's see if we get the results from the poll in. I did end it. Sometimes there's a jet lag. So hopefully it ends. There we go. Okay. So 43% of you say Q4 this year. That's my opinion as well. 31% of you say Q1 next year. 13% of you say Q3 or 4 of next year. And 11% of you say Q2 of next year. And that's based on 189 votes. Greg wrote, smack that like on your way out for the team. These people, they don't have time. They will sit there and wait until the perfect time. Well said. So yeah, head on over to the Rumble. It's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. We're going to end the YouTube stream, but we're going to continue on X and Rumble with the uncensored version of the podcast. Again, it's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. See you there. And any of the mods, let me know when the YouTube